Well, welcome to the SVG College Summit and one of our tech portals of this year's show. We are pleased to be joined by a very good friend of not just Sports Video Group, but specifically the SVG College community. They've been title sponsors of this event for quite some time. They are Ross Video. We have the distinct pleasure now to be joined by Kevin Cottam. He's the Director of Sports and Live Events for them. Kevin, always a pleasure to see you. Hope you and your loved ones are doing well. How's everyone doing?
Hey, great to see you as well, Brandon. Things are going well. They're okay. I think we're all, trying to get by and dealing with, this pandemic as best we can. We're all in this together. As far as Ross goes, there's been some challenges here and there, but I think working from home, it's going quite well with everyone. Bit of a switch. There's a lot of people that are on the road quite a bit, both with sales and product deployment, training, commissioning, that kind of thing. So things are coming along. A bit of a struggle, especially in sports. They've definitely been affected, I think, more than most vertical markets. So there's been some challenges there, but things are going well.
That's good. It's good to get to hear. You guys have been doing a good job with Ross Live in particular. For most of our attendees of this event, this is far from the first virtual event that they've attended over the past couple of months. In fact, they've probably attended a ton of them. You guys have been one of the companies that have really pivoted very, very effectively and created some really compelling content with Ross Live, been able to engage with your customers in the absence of events like the NAB show. For most of the people on the call probably have seen at least some of the content, but what have you guys been doing with Ross Live? What's gone well, and maybe what's still in store for your virtual exhibitions that you've been putting on?
Right. Yeah. Well, as you mentioned, NAB is one of our biggest trade shows of the year that we invest a lot of time and energy in, and it's one of the shows that we tend to announce a lot of product releases and such. So this year, without having it, we came up with Ross Live 2020, and with that, we've been doing all these different tech talks and whatnot. Some key things that we've launched this year. One of them that I'll mention, and it's a very popular product among collegiate productions, is Expression version 10. With that, we've got UHD support, HDR and wide color gamut support. There's all kinds of different data integration upgrades and such. So there's a lot that that team they just keep cranking out the development and the different feature sets with it. So that's a big release. Something else that's really interesting, and I think this market, the college sports market is really going to, be interested in, is the Graphite Portable Production Center, which is basically it's the Graphite, all-in-one production kit, but it's all brought into a very small, production or mobile kit that can be carried at just about anywhere. Right? It's even got a shoulder strap that they sell it with. It all packs up really nice. It can. It could be dropped into, a carry-on whenever we are an overhead, compartment sort of thing, whenever we start traveling again.
Right.
Basically you can cart it around, do whatever you want with it, but it's, it's a switcher, it's expression graphics. So it's a carbonate switcher, expression graphics. It's got internal clip playback, audio mixing, it's a super powerful, production system, all in this little mobile system. So, or mobile unit. So that's something that's exciting. We've got, so there's lots of different things that we've launched, and there's a couple of interesting ones coming up. So one of them is, we're going to have a production server that's going to be hitting, that will be one of the future Tech Talk sessions coming up. We're running it right through to the middle of July. Log on to the website and register. It's exciting times, a little different than normal. I think we all missed NAB and the buzz around it, everything else. But the Tech Talks have been good. A lot of people have been signing up and registering and taking part. So really appreciate it. And we'll just keep trucking and see where things go.
Yeah, and specifically for the college market, I mean, it's no secret. A lot of organizations, from big athletic departments to even some of the mid majors and the smaller colleges, Ross products are very, very prevalent. One of the challenges that they're facing now, as we work to hopefully getting back to some sense of live sports in the fall, is training. A lot of students work on these productions, and now bringing in and training new students is difficult when you can't physically sit them in a room. But you guys have done a pretty good job of keeping the training virtual lanes open for people to continue to learn how to use your products, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We've done, in the past, we've done a fair bit of remote training, and it really depends on the product, right? if you're looking at sort of expression training and sort of, some basic training or maybe some more advanced training, that can all be done online fairly simply. And it's effective. And that's the thing. You can do training, I guess, for anything online, but how effective is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some products we do have some very, it is very effective, very easy to train online. Others it's a little trickier, but yeah, we've been doing a lot of online training during the at home order sort of thing and working from home. So that's gone quite well. But we're also starting to get back into the field quite a bit for on-site services. We've got
Mm-hmm.
a lot of projects that that you're really, it's not effective doing that online training and commissioning. So we have been, as of the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks, we've, people have been traveling on site to perform commissioning, training, setup, that type of thing. So, it's still a mixed bag. And I really do think that, through this crisis that we've been through, I think a lot of people will be more receptive to that online training. It's less expensive, easier to accommodate, and some cases it can be as effective as being on site. So I think it's good. That'll be one lasting, something that will last. I think for the future, taking that away from the COVID crisis, is that we will be doing more online training, and it seems to work pretty well with specific products again. But yeah, it's nice to see that things are opening up. We're still there to support everyone. We're still getting the training done, and now that things are opening up, we're getting back on site. So yeah, it's going really well as far as supporting the clients and all of our partners out there.
You guys are still plenty busy this summer. There's some really, really big projects that you guys have on the docket that you're helping out with. I think people have heard a lot about the new NFL stadiums that you guys are working on, but also plenty of college projects as things start to come back. For the audience, what's some of the work you guys are doing, and where can they kind of be on the lookout for where Ross is helping get sports back, if you will?
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're helping get sports back, but we're definitely helping. We want to assist and make sure when it does come back that we're there to to assist not only on the the production side and sort of ESPN plus programming and that type of thing, but also on the the venue side and the game day production. So yeah, there's we're working with all kinds of collegiate productions on both the ESPN production side, as well as the game day and venue production. So there's a lot of that going on, and it's there's the control room productions, there's the display control, there's total venue control with our control systems and such. So that's been really busy. And then yeah, on the on the side of professional sports, the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, we're working with Cincinnati Reds. That was a full reno. And one of the bigger ones, which is SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, that's the full control room complement, as well as display control, feeding that massive Oculus, which it's challenging. Some of those some of the techniques being used there and the the displays that we need to feed have never been things like that have never been done before. So yeah, challenging, busy. There's lots going on, but it's really, again, it's nice to see. I know there's some decisions being made with D1 football with the NCAA first, I think it's first week of July. Just seeing how that comes back. There's lots of talk about the NHL, the NBA, all the sports leagues coming back and what that is going to look like. Will they have fans in the seats? If so, how many are allowed to come in and that type of thing. So, but it's really good to see that things are coming back, and even if it's just production to start with no fans in the seats, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But really excited to get back out there and keep we're happy to keep supporting everyone, whether it's remote, on site, however it is. But we're all in this together, and we all want to get back to whatever the new normal is whenever it happens. So
Right.
yeah, keep them busy. And anybody listening, if you need any support, you need anything from Ross, give us a call. We'll do whatever we can to assist and get everybody back on track when it happens.
All right, Kevin. Well, we appreciate you taking the time today. And we say this every year, and we mean it every year. We really appreciate Ross Video's support of the SVG College community, probably even more so this year, as it's been, obviously a tough few months for people who work in collegiate sports and athletic departments and conference offices. So we really, really appreciate you guys continuing to support this community of SVG. And thanks for being a part of it again this year.
Oh, thank you. And we really appreciate the trust that that the collegiate sports community has given to Ross, and we're going to continue to do whatever we can to support both them and SVG as well. It's a great relationship, and always appreciate working with you guys.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. He is Kevin Cottam. He is Director of Sports and Live Events for Ross Video. You are experiencing Ross Video's tech portal, so to be sure to check out the rest of the resources on this page, which include product highlights, some resources, and some ways to get in contact with the company if there's anything they can do to help you. That's all part of the tech portal here at this year's SVG College Summit. Enjoy the rest of the show.